How do I even start this video? Like how?
Now kiss me, you big doofus.
Brandon the Brony, also known as Brandon the Brony Pony, also known as Brony Pony Productions, also known as Toonverse Studios, also known bizaically all of those names, god damn it! You know what I mean.
I know you guys been saying, why did I have to make a video on this man if I'm not a formal My Little Pony community veteran? Like, who cares? I seen him everywhere, and might as well talk about him. Even though I kinda late on this, I still point out everything that happened.
Today we be talking about the most craziest, strangest, creepiest pony gooner of all time. And I know y'all be saying, this man is autistic, why? Well, I don't really care, so I ain't gonna waste any more time. What starts the espousal video? For all you kids who are new to online, let me tell you what Deviantart is. Deviantart is a site you can post art, videos, and all of that other stuff. Unfortunately, we have weird asses like Brandon who makes things into NSFW. Like, what is this? I mean, if you think Chris Chan was bad, this man is kinda worse. I can't show many images because they're all just NSFW stuff. Plus, he ships himself with fucking minors, while some are just a lot of ass grabbing and mouth kissing. Some show really perverted art of some of the characters half naked or half dressed, which is honestly foul, unsurprisingly. Brandon's art depicts him being lovey-dovey with his pony huzz. This includes his favorite characters, Starlight Glimmer, Twilight Sparkles, and Sunset Shimmer. There is some other art from Brandon that, while not inappropriate, it's still highly suggestive. Some of his art is beyond questionable. I'll just let y'all see for yourselves.
Oh my god, bro.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
But the main issue is not with the people he likes are ponies, but in human form. They're not exactly above age.
Hell no.
Like Sunset Shimmer, for example. And I know you guys will say she is probably above age, considering the fact she is the oldest in the high school, basically either 18 or 17, but shipping yourself with minors in a high school with teenagers, in a high school when you're a grown fucking man, is legit crazy work. His love for My Little Pony didn't become unnoticed, but the way he likes those three characters are a little extreme. Like, how can you be that down bad of somebody who could have so much potential to be somehow a decent YouTuber, yet they are under controversy? And day after day, they post nothing but the same gooning bullshit. I get it. At least what some y'all say, oh, they're the three hottest in the bunch. Like, stop! Because there is two reasons why it is wrong. One, they're fucking animals, at least in My Little Pony, the pony version mo shit. Two, in Equestria girls, even if they're human, they are way too damn young for him to be making kissing videos out of. Like, bro, look at this shit. One other thing I would like to mention is that 90% of Brandon's art is commissioned, meaning that he spends a fortune on his delusional fantasies. I can imagine being the commissioner for Brandon and getting told,
hey, can you draw me getting that Ped0phile from Twilight?
And just have a sense of overwhelming regret of why you even do art anymore. Overall, this man needs serious therapy, and if not, his search history checked. Immediately! Can't imagine how his parents will react one day if he ever shared a computer and they pull this up. Enough being said. Now we're gonna see the meat and potatoes of Brandon the Brony Pony, his YouTube channel.
Just like his Deviantart page, Brandon has his self-ships with, again, the pony Huzz. But what's different here is the passion for his videos.
Brandon definitely spends time making the best videos in his eyes. Although some of the editing and animating in his videos are, how I put this nicely, complete dog shit.
Like this video, for example, in his discontinued series, Brony Meets Equestria. We see Brandon get sucked into Ponyville, where he meets his crushy crush, Starlight Glimmer. Also, here's some quick clips of cherry-picked sections from his video because I found them funny.
My hand just passed through the computer screen?
Almost there, almost there. Here we go. We're gonna proceed.
Wow, there she is. Starlight Glimmer. She's so much more beautiful in person.
Don't worry, I'll help you out. They're just not used to humans. Let's just say I've had experience with them.
What do you mean by that?
Or in this other video where his friend, yes, Brandon has friends. I don't know how. They get their wildest imaginations to come true, and they get to see My Little Pony characters in real life. Also, side note, that Zach dude needs to see a dentist, like now.
Ew! Dude! What the fuck?
Both have entirely different reactions to this, with Zach passing out from how unreal this was to him. And then Brandon, who jumps up and down like Tigger from Winnie the Pooh.
Also, another scene in his so-called series. Which, apparently, it looked like he was grabbing at Twilight's cake. See for yourself.
Pause! What is that?
There are other videos on Brandon's YouTube page, but they're not
As bad. Or better speaking, not as important to mention in this video.
But what if I told you there's allegations against Brandon?
Yes! He has allegations brought on him!
Explained in the next chapter! Also, before I start the next chapter, here are some funny clips from this video. Cause I found them funny.
Damn it, I'm so close to finishing as well. And... see, about that,
As your teacher, it wouldn't be appropriate for me
to be friends first.
permanent place to live. Hey, buzz off! Brandon is...
Now kiss me, you big
Whoa, 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 hey, hey!
I have to take over for my sister because she lost too many brain cells covering Brandon. Brandon was talking to someone on Facebook Messenger about race preference in women. At first, it just seemed like the person was pressing Brandon into saying something dumb. Brandon, being the neurodivergent he is, says a comment about how white and black people getting together will eradicate the white race. Now this is where Brandon lost this argument. When the person replies calling Brandon racist, Brandon will double down and say that he thinks like this because his cousin told him that. Just shows how impressionable Brandon is. Now Brandon will make a response video to this and, you know what? I'll let y'all hear for yourselves.
I want to apologize for overstepping any boundaries because I acted creepy towards a lot of people. And I also acted very toxic towards server mods, and I made some racist comments. And back in like 2018, I made some racist comments about how they were trying to eradicate the white race or whatever, and I fully admit my mistake on that one. And I'm trying to better myself and not be racist anymore, and I truly want to change. And I'm trying to respect boundaries more. And basically I tend to lash out at times when I'm angry because I have anger issues, and that's why I lash out at the server mods, because I tend to lash out when I'm angry and when I get scolded. But lately, I've been trying to change myself and try not to lash out as much at people. And I think I've been doing a pretty good job at it.
Stop the cap.
While this wasn't that strong of an apology from Brandon, it was an apology at the end of the day. But from here on out, the allegations get way worse from here! Before I talk about this allegations involving grooming and inappropriate behavior towards minors, the evidence on Brandon is all over the place. So take what I say with a grain of salt. The first serious allegation happened back in his Discord server, where a user named themselves, and I quote, butt crack. And Brandon, being the autistic he is, pinged her and said he wants to lick that girl's butt crack. Now, Brandon will take accountability, but also blame the girl for naming themselves that.
And the whole thing about lick a girl's butt crack in the Discord server, that one Discord server, I fully apologize for that as well. That was completely uncalled for. I should not have done that. I didn't realize at the time that the user was a minor. But at the same time, a minor should not be naming themselves butt crack. But, you know, I guess we were both in the wrong. So, I admit my mistake, and even though they were in the wrong for naming themselves something so lewd, I fully admit I was wrong, and I should not have put that. I should not have typed that, and I admit that mistake.
I forgot to mention this, but the girl was a minor when Brandon made that comment. Talk about creepy! Another slightly serious drama happened when Brandon got banned from a My Little Pony Discord server. He would persist that it was an accident and to let him get unbanned. When all that failed, he threatened to make a video exposing the server mods for not unbanning him. But SZA, how did he get banned to begin with? To keep it short and sweet, he sent an NSFW video in a server with minors. Again, creepy! Also, in his response video to some of these allegations, he will throw in some wild Mike Tyson haymaker of a rumor. Well, what was this supposed rumor, you may ask? That he apparently raped a girl in a My Little Pony convention. Straight out of nowhere!
Another thing I want to bring up, that there's a new rumor going around that I raped Wupcake's friend in a My Little Pony convention. Well, I want to dispel those rumors because I've never been to a My Little Pony convention in my entire life. I cannot afford to go, and I cannot afford. I have no form of transportation to be able to go there. And the only way I'd be able to go to a My Little Pony convention is if I went with my mom, and I'm not exactly allowed to go anywhere with my mom at this moment. And I've never been to a My Little Pony convention. And if I had, I wouldn't even have the guts to rape anyone, nor would I even have done something like that, because that's just disgusting, and anyone who does that is sickening. Like, if you rape someone without their consent, that's just fucked up. Like, you only do it with their consent, and even then, like, it's just wrong. You don't rape someone like that. That's taking advantage of someone. That's messed up. And that is entirely untrue. I never raped Wupcake's friend. I never even met Wupcake. I don't want to meet her because she and I had beef, and has drama right now herself. That's actually true, and I think she just did that because she doesn't like me. She just made that up because she doesn't like me. And keep in mind, Wupcake does not like me one bit, and I'm pretty sure she made that story up because she doesn't like me, and so yeah.
Forgot to add this, but just saying this just now. It's honestly not the best apology he made, considering all the shit he's been exposed for. Oh well. He later will make a comment about the incident, quote unquote,
I have something to say to all of you. I know exactly what led to my pedo allegations, and I'm about to confess to what I did that may have led to these false allegations. So, I said some creepy things in some Discord servers a while back. For example, I said to a girl who had her name as Buttcrack, licks a girl's, then pinged her. I don't know what was going through my head at that time, and I completely regret saying those things. And I truly believe that all of those creepy vibes I may have unintentionally given off may have been the cause of people wanting to frame me. I didn't intend to creep anyone out. I was simply just trying to be friendly. But I guess I was being too friendly. Other times, I said things that were just completely stupid. And I realize now that I should have never said something so disgusting, like the lick a girl's butt crack thing. And I just want to say, for anyone I creeped out unintentionally in the past, I'm truly and deeply sorry. And to all the people on Discord who I hurt, I'm truly and deeply sorry. You have no obligation to forgive me, and you have every right to hate me for what I did. I just hope that, in time, you all can forgive me for the creepy vibes I gave off. I'm gonna really try and improve myself for the better. And I'm gonna really try to better myself and learn boundaries from now on. TLDR. I'm truly and deeply sorry for all the creepy vibes I've given off to people in the past, and for all the people who I hurt with my words. I hope you all can find it in your heart to forgive me.
That was 4 months ago. It's still unknown if the incident still occurred. Whatever it is, hopefully it doesn't become much worse. This might be a long one. The final allegation of Brandon was that he talked creepy to a minor on Deviantart. Ryan on Wi-Fi will make an expose video on Brandon showing alleged messages, what appears to be some disturbing and inappropriate conversations with an underage person. He will ask the underage individual their age. Once they said they were 15, he ignores this and asks for inappropriate art no underage individual should be making. I'll let y'all see the screenshots for yourselves.
Impression, but also say some sexual things during the impression, so it made it sound like Starlight Glimmer was like saying dirty things to Brandon. We don't need editors, we need voice actors. I guess your mic kinda sucked, so maybe you can help write the scripts. Sounds good. Your Starlight impression was beautiful. It was like I was talking to her in real life. Is there any way I can change your mind? You said my microphone sucks. Come on Discord to finish the audition. I have a spare blue snowball microphone that I can send you in the mail. I would need your address. What actually happened is Brandon sent his blue snowball microphone to the 15-year-old boy's house. And you'll notice if you go on Brandon's channel, Brandon actually did a review of that microphone. Turns out that Brandon didn't actually like the microphone, so he sent it to the 15-year-old boy so that he would sound better on the impressions, because it was a better mic. And we also have some proof as well, because the victim sent me a video showing that he has the microphone, so we'll show you that now. About the picture you sent me on Discord, why shirtless? And is that a sex toy in your arms? So what also happened is Brandon sent the 15-year-old boy a picture of him on a bed. Brandon was on the bed with a dildo in his arms, and he wanted the 15-year-old boy to edit a picture of Starlight Glimmer, like a 2D vector, over the dildo, so it made it look like he had Starlight Glimmer in his arms. I'm shirtless because it was an intimate moment between me and Starlight. The toy is where I want you to edit Starlight onto the image. Dude, I'm not going to make it look like she's using it. All I can do is copy and paste a vector over it and maybe crop some parts out. That's perfect. I will be posting the picture on my Deviantart, so erase the dildo. Sorry I put that there. So there's the picture that he sent the young victim.
You might be wondering how Brandon responded to these serious allegations. Let's just say he had a meltdown over these said accusations/allegations.
I didn't do it. I didn't do it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't do it, guys. I didn't do it.
Grown man, by the way. Obviously, this is not the response you should make to any accusations thrown at you. Not only does it make you look dumb as fuck, but you also make the accusations feel like there's some truth to them. Now, I will cut Brandon some slack. He's autistic as hell. He will make a follow-up response video proving the account wasn't him, and in the middle of the response, he tabs out and shows some interesting art he had planned for his account, which I assuming it's him and Twilight making out. Eventually, the allegations will drop because Ryan on Wi-Fi faked these screenshots of Brandon. He turned his Wi-Fi off, ironic enough. And this apparently ruined all believability that Brandon is a groomer.
Editor Wandy here. Just found new information about the Ryan on Wi-Fi fake expose video. Apparently, he was paid to make such serious allegations against not only Brandon the Brony Pony, but bronies in general. Here's the video of when Ryan on Wi-Fi admits everything.
Ryan on Wi-Fi here. I am an aspiring actor, voice actor, and comedian who's been paid over the past 9 months on behalf of my client to conduct a series of trolling videos regarding the My Little Pony community. We've talked about topics such as Brandon the Brony Pony, Brony conventions, Crispy, Dark Herobrine, Punk Rarity, and First Sack Attack. I want to make it very clear that I do not know these people personally. They were not my friends. I've never had a real conversation with them in my life. I was just paid to read from a script and present a show that a lot of people thought was real. Maybe I was just a good actor or something. All I know is there's been a lot of trolling going on, and I've been paid by these trolls to act like one of them basically. I just wanted to earn some extra money and have fun at the same time. However, some of the trolling went too far. For example, I was told to fake a pedophile story about a YouTuber known as Brandon the Brony Pony. I used Inspect Element to make it look like they had messaged a 15-year-old minor, not knowing that people would take it so seriously. Then came along this Crispy guy who at first I thought was in on the whole trolling thing because they made a video claiming they were a good friend of mine while also reiterating the false pedophile accusations against Brandon the Brony Pony.
A good friend of mine, Ryan on Wi-Fi, made a video about Brandon where he went through a Deviantart DM given to him by an at the time 15-year-old victim.
For the record, this Crispy person was never my friend. I've never talked with him on Discord or anything. He was just a person who got in my DMs because they saw an opportunity to profit from these false pedophile accusations. As I said, I have no idea who these people are. I'm just an actor trying to make some extra cash by making trolling videos for my clients. I feel I had to make this video as well because this Crispy guy seems to think there is like drama between us or something just because someone paid me to make trolling videos about them. This guy needs to understand that he was trolled since the day he met me. Everything has been an act. Nothing was real. Brandon the Brony Pony is innocent. I don't have a problem with brony conventions. Crispy was never my friend. I was just paid to troll for 9 months. And despite it all being an act, I want to apologize to Brandon the Brony Pony for everything that happened. I just hope you understand that it wasn't anything personal. The fact is I don't know anything about the My Little Pony fandom, so it was easy to troll these bronies for money. Crispy made this assumption that I wanted to be a My Little Pony YouTuber or something. No, I'm just an actor who's been acting like a troll. I hope everyone enjoyed the show. If you want to order my acting services, my email is ryandrawinglikeababybusiness@gmail.com. You can also book me directly through the website known as Fiverr. No more My Little Pony YouTubers though. I want to thank everyone for watching, and I want to thank my client who's invested a lot of time and money into this project over the last 9 months. It has been a lot of fun, but for now it is bye-bye to the bronies and on with a new chapter. Thank you all for watching.
As for now, Brandon is safe from these accusations. At least the grooming ones. If Brandon wanted to, he could sue for defamation. But at the same time, it does not excuse his rest of his actions. He's still a fucked up individual and needs help. Serious help.
I'm back. Unfortunately. I honestly don't know how we survived that. My sister pulled through just fine. Not only will I have lots of NSFW, which I downloaded for evidence created by Brandon,
but I'm gonna need serious therapy. Worst experience ever! In conclusion, Brandon is a pony gooner and is delusional as a bitch. This is what happens when you forget to take your meds, kids. Make sure y'all do if you're like Brandon. Anyways, hope you enjoyed this style of content. I won't be doing this often, but when I do, give me some suggestions to cover. Anyways, sub to my channel, hit that like button, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye!